The same thing has to happen with the humanity. You stop thinking about yourself,
Yes.
egocentristic. You start to feel about people who are around you, because basically people around you is your life. So the same thing happened in medicine. If we stop thinking out about our pocket, about our well-being as the physician, as the entity of the medical society,
Mhm.
and start to feel and think about patients, so we'll have different world. The places will be the same. We'll still have clinics. We'll still have your insurance company. We'll still have pharmaceutical companies. We still have hospitals. We still have tests. We still have procedures and everything. But if every one of us would think about well-being of the patient, if your mother is the patient, would you do colonoscopy just to make a little bit of money if you understand that it's not necessary? Would you do surgery just for your pocket because you feel that it's good? If it's your mother, would you give diagnosis of the cancer and take chemotherapy and have a lot of money on the buying this chemotherapy for the wholesale and selling it like 3-4 times more than that? That's the medicine we are in right now, and people go to jail for that.
Right.
But if we don't have it in us, if we think about chemotherapy, if we think about conventional approach, there are better places, and we have people who introduced it a long time ago. It's like insulin driven the chemotherapy. In Germany, they use it for a long time. You go to the clinic, they take your blood, they match what chemotherapy will work for you and which one will not work for you. So then you take this particular chemotherapy that will work for you, for your particular problem, take 1/10 of this medicine,
Right.
put it in the bag of the glucose, 5% glucose. You give a shot to the patient with the insulin. Your blood sugar will drop down dramatically, and then you give this sugar through veins with the chemotherapy. Cancer loves sugar, thrive on sugar. And one of the study that we usually have, it's PET scan. When you have radioactive sugar gets to the body, and this sugar will go right in the cancer cells. So this way, you do chemotherapy very selectively, and you know exactly what agent do you use for this chemotherapy, and this chemotherapy would go exactly to the cancer. No side effects, no losing hair, no diarrhea, no nausea, nothing. And why we didn't learn that? Because we don't make enough of money out of this. So the paradigm shift has to be done, and then in the next level of our life. And I would say that we're getting to a real life. What we had before, it was like
It's coming.
tragedy of life.
Is the ugly matrix, non-real.
Yeah. And so this way we can change a lot.
No, it's very common sense, both from a home, a human, which is to say, physical, psychological, emotional. What you say is very practical. It's also in general, also practical guidelines for business, which is about, that word religion comes from community. It's about bartering and trading, and we're doing this for free, and we're not monetizing this. This has to be the high level of what it is. And I want to say that every story you've ever shared with me has been, the reason that I felt and heard and saw the light in you and knew your intention and why I could have a relationship.
Just my Jaishree